Today, we're going to look at one of the game franchises that revolutionised the way we see open world exploration games. Let's talk about that. Welcome back to another episode of Retro Hour here on the BGB. The game franchise in question is Grand Theft Auto. GTA 1 came out in 1997 on PlayStation 1. It was originally going to be called Race and Chase, and it was meant to be released on the Commodore Amiga in 1996. But due to production problems, they decided not to release it and nearly put it on the shelf, pretty much, until the PlayStation come along, and they started developing it for that. So, 1996, GTA 1, GTA London, 1969 and 61, which was released on PC and PlayStation. They come out in 1999, which is also the same year that GTA 2 came out. So they released 3 games, one after the other, and GTA 2 was a big success. It was really more successful than GTA 1. And that brings me to one of my favourite of the series, and probably the game changer, the one that changed the whole perspective of Grand Theft Auto itself. So GTA 3 came out in 2001. It was probably one of the first open world sandbox games of its time, and it hit hard and everyone really enjoyed it. I mean, being able to run around a massive open world city, do whatever you like, whether that be violence, stealing cars, any sort of crime you can think of, or just exploring the city, you could do whatever you wanted. And at the time, that was a massive thing. Being able to do that on this restricted hardware of the time was just amazing. I mean, there was nothing else like it, and that's the definitive time of the open box sandbox games, open world. There's nothing else like it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play through some of the classic ones. I'm going to play through GTA 1, 2, play some GTA 3 possibly, and just talk about them, reel off some more facts, just play them, have fun. My favourite series of all time, so enjoy. Here it is, GTA 1. Okay, so let's choose a player. I think Troy, yeah, Troy's good. Right then, so as you can see there on the map, first location is Liberty City, which is based on New York. And yeah, GTA 1's split up into 3 cities, so you've got Liberty City, San Andreas and Vice City. So this is where all the 3 maps started, and they've continued to make them throughout every iteration of GTA since. Yeah, Liberty City is New York, San Andreas is like sort of LA and surrounding areas, and obviously Vice City is Florida, Miami specifically. As you can see though, with GTA 1, they decided to go with a top-down view. This was fairly unique. There's a few games like this back in the PlayStation 1 era, and before that as well. One comes to mind to me is probably Micro Machines, tabletop style. It's a cool idea. I mean, for a game like this, where you have to travel across a busy, bustling city full of cars and people, this is probably the only way they could do it, really, because the graphics just weren't good enough for it otherwise. But yeah, it's a cool looking game. I mean, it's a bit crude, like graphically now, but back in the day when it came out, it was amazing. Being able to walk around in the streets as a player, as a person, and feeling like you're actually part of a living, breathing city, and that's what Rockstar and DMA have like nailed on the head with the GTA series, is the sense of like being and living in a living, breathing city. Anyway, this is GTA 2. GTA 2 was the more popular one out of the 2. They spent a lot more time in this one, I think. Graphically, it looks a lot more better, a lot smoother. Characters look more like characters now. Car sprites look lovely. But yeah, it's essentially the same game, but there's a little bit more to it. I mean, you still got the same structure, where you've got the player going from A to B, collecting vehicles, killing, doing certain hits, crimes. They've also tightened up the vehicle steering, as you can see here, a little bit better now. It's a bit tighter as you go around corners and stuff. So that's another thing they fixed. made it a bit more easier, because I found the first one a lot harder to manoeuvre. They sort of ironed out some of those problems with this one, and those icons look much nicer too. Yeah, so GTA 2, it's looking nice. They also have a radio, I forgot to mention that. They added the radio into the second one, where you can actually switch between stations, and that's become like a staple of the GTA series now. Obviously, you look at GTA 5, and even from like Vice City and San Andreas, GTA 3, you've got some really iconic music in those ones. So it's become like a major part of the game, being able to listen to music on the go. And the iconic music is what makes the game iconic as well, culturally. So yeah, GTA 2, big improvement over number 1, graphically, and they've just polished it off really. They've made a more polished game. So this is it. This is number 3, GTA 3. This is where they brought the 2D game into a 3D world and made an amazing, marvelous game of it. I mean, I can't fault GTA 3 in any way. The characters look cool. They're in a very sort of like unique caricature style, but that's what I liked about it. And it's just, I don't know, it was amazing. Going from the 2D games to this, it was just out of this world. Cutscenes, it felt like a movie. Really did. Another little fact about GTA 3, it was released the same year as the 9/11 attacks on New York, and they had to remove the Twin Towers from the game just before it released, just to sort of like pay respect, I guess, and so there's no controversy, because you can fly planes in this game, and they wouldn't want us repeating what happened in that time, obviously. Probably would have game would have got banned otherwise. But yeah, what I loved about this game as well was Flashback FM. You had the Scarface theme tunes, all the songs from the film. That really brought this game alive for me personally. Sort of pulls you into the crime world, the underworld of New York City, and they really did like nail this game. Brilliant. And also, they had the camera angles from above, like you do from the GTA 1 era. I used it a little bit for like novelty's sake, but I don't really see the point in using it. It's just cool to have it there as like a little Easter egg. And that's another thing Rockstar are really good at, Easter eggs. They've done a lot of them in the games of the past, and they sort of set the trend there with Easter eggs, more elaborate, and a lot of games will follow suit. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you do, please hit that like and subscribe button. Don't forget to tune in for more BGB content on the Basement Gamer Bros YouTube channel. We've got game guides, we've got trophy hunts, we've got live streams, you name it, we've got it. So please check it out, and don't forget to tune in for next week's episode of Retro Hour here on the Basement Gamer Bros. Thanks for watching. See you next time.